Yeah, what up, Fight World? We back. Like we never left. Yes. We back in the flesh. Act like we never left. Hit the like button. Yo, I am boxing. What up? What up, Martin? Dre, what up? Riverside, motherfucker. What's up, David? Ego Mafia, we working. The movement is real. What up, Luis? Yeah, I seen about the AJ Pulev. I mean, no. A couple things I have to say about them. One, that's great. That's great for boxing. I love how Eddie Hearn is moving Anthony Joshua, making him into like bringing the heavyweight, helping bring the heavyweight division back to the point where the heavyweight champ was the heavyweight champ. Everybody knew the heavyweight champ. Now he's over on the UK and like that side of the world, holding it down. So that's good. Two, the other thing is a lot of times, like especially in the UK, I noticed they say like, "Oh, this sold out in 30 seconds and stuff," but they do have brokers. What that means is they have like investors or whatever that buy the tickets, and then they end up like basically scalping them and reselling them. You know what I mean? Like some will go to fans, and then some tickets will go to like radio stations. Sometimes you know how radio stations have contests where you call up, and then if you're the right caller, you answer a question or something, they'll give you concert tickets and stuff, things like that. Or some people just resell it like on their websites. So that's a little bit slightly skewed. But I mean, you got to understand 70,000 is 70,000. You know what I mean? Like somebody bought it or whatever. So the other thing has to do with the location. The fights happened in Cardiff. When's the last time we had a fight there? I think Muhammad Ali fought there or something they were saying. But you put it in a remote location like that, people get the opportunity. They want to check it out. Yes. Drinking us a little coffee, a little latte. Who, Joseph Diaz's opponent got hurt? That's true. Like I said, if I'm not mistaken, it's the same guy that fell in the shower and he pulled out of the Carl Frampton fight not too long ago. So it seems he always getting hurt in his training camp, which is very weird. Yeah, Joseph Jojo Diaz as a replacement opponent, which sucks because initially that fight was supposed to be for like an eliminator for Gary Russell. So if it's an eliminator, that means those were the highest ranking guys that were supposed to be fighting. So now if you get a late replacement, is it still for that position? Mayweather killed boxing. Shao Gutierrez, you sound stupid. You really do. Mayweather killed boxing. One, people like you have so much to say about Floyd Mayweather, and I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You guys can say whatever you want, but he's retired. So it's like if he killed boxing, it's like ding dong, the witch is dead. Why would you even bring him up? What the title to this stream don't say shit about Floyd Mayweather, but yet you bring him up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you guys are obsessed. I be having haters too. They be like, "Oh, Boxing Ego's biased. He sucks. He's racist." But why do you come to my streams? I'm racist. I'm American History X. Why do you come here? You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't even make sense. Oh, this dude's biased. He's racist, but I can't stay away. Stupid. He just heard he never lost, probably. Like a lot of dudes. Yeah, we going for that 100K easy work, man. I just never seen people until I got in the boxing game. So I switched my name to Ego Veli. I've never seen so many people concerned with another man. Never seen so many people defend another man in weird ways. And I never seen someone like so concerned and keep watching things that they claim they don't like. Want to hear bias? Watch ESPN. Shit, watch HBO too. Okay, Jim. Chocolatito, he's knocked out, but I gave him all rounds. 4-0 Chocolatito. Like he just got knocked out. Letterman, how you give him the fight? I don't know. I just like the guy. I like chocolate. What? Like I said, the real is back. The truth is back. New media. We working. Boxingego. I told y'all in January, this wasn't going to be a good year for y'all. Okay, Jim. Yeah, okay, Jim, my ass. Okay, new media. Billy Joe Saunders, I did see that clip of him, I think on IFL TV. He was like wilding and like, he seemed like he was like hyped up. Like he was acting like he was on speed. I'm not saying he is, because I don't know what he does. But he was just like weird. Oh, this flight ain't shit. The flight's only 45 minutes from Oakland Bay to Vegas, so that's nothing. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And actually, the plane was pretty empty, so I had the whole, not just my side, but the other side too. The whole lane was open, so I had leg room and all that. So it was good. It's a short flight too, and I traveled so much. I got one of those neck braces, but I got a good one. Like I didn't get one of the little cheap ones that they sell you. I don't know, at the Dollar Tree or something. I got a real nice one. And it's pretty comfortable. I thought Showtime was kind of on some BS on the Mayweather card, Mayweather-McGregor. I thought Bernstein was kind of like, he was being extra harsh on Gervonta Tank Davis. Like, I get it. It wasn't his best performance. He missed weight. He probably had some things happening in camp. It is what it is, but he was making it like it's weird. It's weird to me how people call fights sometimes. Fonseca, I mean, he was having some success. Like, don't get it twisted. He was having some success, but he wasn't really. I feel like the success gets amplified because I guess it's a person you don't expect to have success, and people do that all the time in boxing. Like, they didn't expect Conor McGregor. They thought he was going to get flatlined in 1 or 2 rounds. So the fact that he came strong for 3 rounds, people blow that up into something bigger than what it is. Like Conor, he did all right to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I really feel Floyd allowed a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Floyd can fight multiple ways. We know that. I mean, Floyd allowed Conor to do that, but people blow it up. Just like Gervonta and Fonseca. I didn't really see Fonseca. Like, I'm not trying to say like it was like no contest or there was no level of competition, but he was probably in there with the underprepared for whatever reason, Gervonta Davis. And he did all right, but he was still getting hurt. He still got clipped with the bigger shots. And Bernstein was making it like Fonseca was just out there rope-a-doping Tank. I didn't see all that. Now, if you guys follow the live streams, you follow the channel, what I like to do at the start and the end of my live streams is the Boxingego roll call. So just let me know where you guys are from when we do the roll call. You guys just rep where you're from. I'm on the West Coast. I'm in Las Vegas originally. My home is the Bay Area. So Boxingego roll call. Let me know where you guys are from. City, state, zips, area codes, all that good stuff, man. Let me know where you guys are from. Pasadena, Kansas City, Fort Worth, Tampa, Florida. Y'all got to rebuild with all these hurricanes. So hope that process is as smooth as possible. Milwaukee, Munich, Germany, Indiana, Chicago, West Coast, San Diego, Inglewood, Chicago, East London, La Verna, Brooklyn, Jamaica, Manchester, Bradford, Lincoln Heights, San Antonio, Daly City, I know that place, Toronto, Chicago, Atlanta, Indianapolis, South Carolina, Greenwich, Chicago, South Central, Mexico City, Orange County in the building, We global in here. That's what I'm saying. South Carolina, Los Angeles, and I like doing this, man, because I want y'all to see. I want y'all to see. We got boxing fans around the world. We deep. We knee deep in this boxing game. New media. Beaumont, Texas. Texas always showed me some love. Watts. We worldwide with it. And we enjoy boxing. Dallas. Yeah, I seen Billy Joe Saunders, North Korea. Oh, shit. You about to send a nuke at me, man, in my hotel room. No, I'm just playing. I guess I shouldn't joke like that. It's not PC. I would say I'm the realest person doing it, but that's like saying I'm the tallest midget. Oh, wait. That's not politically correct. Forget it. Y'all don't know what song that's from. We worldwide with it. Now let's talk. Let's talk some boxing. That's what I'm here for. They got the Canelo. I was born ready. Versus Golovkin. And no guys. Press conferences today. See, 444. See, some of y'all know. That's like saying I'm the tallest midget. Oh wait, that's not politically correct. Nobody win when the Family Feud had no guys. So before I go to that, let's just talk some boxing. Something special. Canelo, he did an interview. I believe it's on Box Nation. You guys can check it out. It's actually a visual representation. It's like you can see the interview, not just read about it. And Canelo says that he basically said Golovkin's a good fighter, but he would have beat Golovkin's opponents easier. So let's talk about it. What y'all think? He says he would have beat the guys that Golovkin fought, and he would have did it easier. I would probably say I agree, but Daniel Jacobs is the wild card. I don't know about that because Daniel Jacobs has a style of frame and stuff where I don't know. I don't know how Canelo would look in that. I really don't know about that fact. But let's talk about it. Aside from Daniel Jacobs, is there anybody that you don't feel Canelo would beat? That Daniel Jacobs would not be an easy fight for Canelo. He's very short compared to Jacobs at least. I would favor Canelo versus David Lemieux. Now, David Lemieux, see, but this is the thing. Okay, listen to the thing. Canelo would have to stay safe because obviously David Lemieux got that bazooka. You know what I'm saying? It'll blow your head off. But Canelo has a nice, tight defense, and David Lemieux comes straight to you. I'm telling you, Canelo does good if you bring the fight to him. If you bring the fight to, that's why. Now the reason the Golovkin fight is so interesting to me is because although Canelo does better and does really good when you're in his wheelhouse and you bring the fight to him, Golovkin happens to be an exceptional offensive fighter that likes to bring the fight to you. So he's not a James Kirkland. He's the best at that style. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Golovkin, when it comes to offense and intelligent pressure and kind of coming to you, Golovkin's the best at that. You know what I mean? Who's better? Ruslan? Like Ruslan doesn't even attempt to block. He blocks punches with his head. You know what I'm saying? Golovkin will at least try to block, you know what I mean, with his gloves and stuff, like he did versus Daniel Jacobs. So that's what makes the Canelo fight interesting. But even David Lemieux don't have a defense. Canelo would just have to stay safe. But again, he's more complete, and David Lemieux likes to truck forward. So Canelo might get him with the hand speed. Triple G blocks with his head a lot too. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying Golovkin has a better defense, but he at least acts some like his fighting style acts somewhat like he doesn't want to stand in front of a big puncher. Ruslan Provodnikov doesn't. Ruslan don't care who you are. If you're Tim Bradley punching power versus Lucas Matisse, he fought all of them the same way. from Chris Algieri to Mike Alvarado. You know what I'm saying? He fought all of them dudes, no matter what their punching power was. He fought them the same way. Golovkin will at least try to adapt and jab if you're a taller power puncher or power puncher in general. So that's the difference. I'm not saying Golovkin has a great defense, though. I think Canelo is going to Triple G's body heavy. I mean, he'd be foolish not to. If you want to show him Mexican style, rip them body shot. You know, again, I'm not trying to stereotype because the one rule doesn't apply to any group of people, but there are a lot of Mexican fighters that will destroy your fucking body to smithereens. A lot of good Mexican body punchers. A lot. I could think of off the top of my head. Mikey Garcia has an underrated body attack. Left hook to the body. Mikey's just an all-around good fighter. Leo Santa Cruz, vicious body attack. Listen, I'll be on my boxing shit. Go YouTube this fight in case you haven't seen it. Leo Santa Cruz versus Eric Morel, who was like a former champion, contender, and Leo Santa Cruz it's like he was trying to destroy this man's ribs. That was an impressive victory and a body attack. So a lot of great Mexican body punchers, a lot that I could think of. Canelo is one of them. Golovkin, whatever he did with his weight, he looks like he's in shape now, but it don't matter because being in shape, like you can't fool what's real. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes fighters look like they're in shape and stuff. You're like, oh, okay, he got that weight off. But if you half stepped in the training camp, there's ways to find out, and the body attack is the premier way. You know what I'm saying? Because even though some people look in shape, they won't be able to take that. Like Brandon Rios versus Tim Bradley. Bradley by far is not the biggest puncher. We all know that. Bradley is not the biggest welterweight puncher out there. But through consistency, him and Teddy Atlas formed a good game plan. And you got to keep in mind, Brandon Rios was supposed to fight Kell Brook. And for whatever reason, glove size and UK and purses, the fight fell apart. So Brandon Rios, whatever he did in that offseason and just waiting and sitting on the couch and stuff, wasn't good for him. And Tim Bradley, who again is not the biggest puncher, is the only person to this day to have stopped Brandon Rios, including Pacquiao. So that's what I'm saying, man. Y'all got to understand and respect this fucking sport. Pacquiao, people say he's a fighter of the decade. He's definitely a Hall of Famer. In my opinion, he beat Bradley 3 times, but on paper, he beat him 2 times. And Pacquiao couldn't stop Brandon Rios, whose style is tailor-made for him, yet Tim Bradley could. Is the stream okay for you guys? Can you guys hear me? Canelo's overrated. Like, there's some lag. Stream is perfect. So it's working for some people it's not. See, with new media, what we're doing was something revolutionary for boxing because I'm telling you, it's no longer can you just say stuff like you guys at least on over here. I can't control what you do on another channel, but I'm holding just like y'all hold me accountable. I'm holding the fans accountable. So, what is new media? New media is just in with the new. You know what I'm saying? Stuff you guys are used to in the boxing game, stuff that used to fly, like just saying radical things and not backing it up. That's no more. You can no longer do those things. And you'll see it. I told y'all since January. You know what I'm saying? Like I could think of a ton of channels because y'all send me the videos. I don't watch them. You know what I mean? Because I got stuff to do, and that's what happens when you're moving. But there are a ton of channels that you guys will send me or tell me about and comments and stuff. And it's like they're known for saying pretty much the exact opposite of what I say. You know what I mean? That's all they do is say the opposite of what I say. You know what I mean? I say, hey, Roman Chocolatito, Gonzalez, I don't think he's number one pound for pound. He's solid. He's good. I don't think he's number one pound for pound. And then they'll do response videos and say, he is number one. Ego doesn't know. Roman is number one. So, again, new media. Now, I want you guys to remember those channels where you've seen that, right? The people who said Roman Chocolatito is number one, and go research their videos. Go back to them old videos. Read through the comments. And then tell me something. Leave an updated comment. You know what I'm saying? And do that to me, too. I don't care. Because type in Boxingego, Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez, for example. This is just one example, right? You guys do that, right? And go see what I was saying, and then leave an updated comment. It's very simple. Or when I said Top Rank and Golden Boy, they were suing Al Heyman. I said, I don't know all the particulars, but I don't know how they can prove all the stuff that they're claiming. Ali Act, saying he's blocking venues, right? What happened? Top Rank, they did it like settled with Al Heyman, and now they've worked with Al Heyman. Terrence Crawford's last two opponents before Julius and Dongo were Heyman opponents, John Molina Jr. and Felix Diaz. And what happened with Golden Boy's lawsuit? They got dismissed. Like I said, listen to what I said back then, listen to what I'm saying now, versus the opposite. They said PBC's running out of money, they're going bankrupt. PBC sure ain't paying like they used to. Well, they're doing something because they have a 154-pound, basically like a tournament where you have all the top guys minus Demetrius Andrade, who, in my opinion, it'd be like a great fit if he was over there, because he would be in that mix right now too. Instead of, I heard they're trying to put him on the Jezreel Corrales card, but he's not in the public eye enough right now. He's a great fighter though. Gio Dos Santos, £5 super chat. Do the shmoney dance. Ego, do you think it's poor management from Pulev's team to get Joshua fight with 1 month notice? Salute from the Netherlands. Shout out to the Netherlands. Shout out to the super chat. No, I don't think it's. Listen, I always try to judge boxing from a realistic perspective. And I don't think it's negligence or whatnot on Pulev's team, because realistically, we're going off of when the fight was announced to us, to the public, meaning you go to a website and it says Joshua versus Pulev, and then yesterday or whatever, we seen the press conference. But that doesn't mean the fighters don't know about it. And more often than not, the fighter knows who he's fighting, so he can start training. So it's really, that's not fair, you know what I'm saying? Because it's only a month notice to the fans, to you know what I mean, when the media gets a hold of it. But Pulev probably knew, just like Conor McGregor knew he was fighting Floyd. That's why he was training for a year. Oh, should I mention Pulev said in a recent interview that it was 1 month notice, and he was pissed at his team? Oh, I didn't know nothing about that. I mean, he needs to be pissed at himself. I mean, listen to me. Listen, I don't. Even if that's the case, I think he needs to be pissed on himself, because if you know that the heavyweight division is popping, and Klitschko retired whenever he retired, which would pretty much make you the number one mandatory, or actually he would. Listen, Pulev has been the number one mandatory. Let me correct that. Pulev has been the number one mandatory, but he stepped aside to allow for Joshua Klitschko in April or whenever they fought, right? And then they were supposed to rematch. And then Klitschko said, you know what, I'm out the game. I had a hell of a run, hell of a career. I want to enjoy my family and my life after boxing. So he retired. So it's Pulev's fault. You don't fuck what your team's talking about. You knew as soon as Kovalev announced his retirement, you knew you were next up. Now, you don't necessarily know you're going to get the fight, but like the saying goes, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And I know Klitschko retired longer than a month ago. You know what I'm saying? So if you only started training 1 month ago, then that's your bad, because you knew you were potentially next up as soon as Klitschko retired. You know what I'm saying? So if you're just sitting on the couch still until you actually get the call, then that's your bad. You know what I mean? Like if I have the inkling that I'm gonna fight Joshua, new media. Klitschko retired August 3rd. So I mean, it's and see like so. This is the thing. August 3rd. So that's the date Klitschko retired. So you've had since August 3rd. So realistically, you had the same amount of time to prepare. But like I said, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Then you don't have no issues. Y'all just saying stupid stuff. I'm done with Canelo weight. What does Canelo weight have to do with anything? They're fighting at the flat 160. So what is Canelo weight? I don't understand. I'm done with Canelo weight. Obviously, Canelo's done with Canelo weight. So what are you talking about? Yeah, I see someone quoting sugar free. Exactly. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Church. I mean, straight up. Like that's like me thinking I'm gonna go to Wilder-Ortiz, right? Me thinking I'm gonna go to Wilder-Ortiz, but I don't plan for it. I don't, start looking into hotels, and then I wait the week of, and I'm like, hey, you don't have the time to plan. That's whose fault is that? When I know right now that I want to go to that fight. Yeah, I seen the It movie. It was solid. It was cool. I don't really get scared though. In movies and shit. It didn't scare me. Speaking of Wilder-Ortiz, I thought the dude did a solid job as Pennywise though. So speaking of Wilder-Ortiz, I made a stream too when I was talking about the fight. I was talking about the fight or whatever, and Wilder-Ortiz. I told you the date, the venue, and all that. There's still people who don't think it's gonna happen. Like, oh, I'll believe it when I see it. I don't know why you guys are leaving me comments and stuff on social media saying, "Oh, it's not gonna happen," and I don't know. I seen the post, something like Luis Ortiz on King Kong Boxing Instagram. I don't know if that's him. I think it's his handlers. But anyway, they represent him. They said something like sign the contract. So I don't know if that's what it is, but people are leaving comments and tagging me. Like, oh, hey, what's up with the fight? I don't know why they put that. I don't know about that, but the fight's happening to my knowledge. And new media. Again, we don't just talk about it, we show you. So this is Lou DiBella. This is his verified page. And it says, damn, Deontay Wilder, poor King Kong. Coming soon to a theater near you. And it was Wilder posted on social media basically calling out King Kong, saying King Kong and New York don't mix. You remember what happened when he climbed up the Empire State Building. So if my information is bad, I don't really see why the promoter, Lou DiBella, would be saying coming soon to a theater near you. You know what I mean? Why would it be? Yeah, like I said, you guys can believe whatever you want. I told you Death Row East, believe in it. I don't see why the promoter is talking about coming soon to a theater near you if it hasn't been finalized, contracts haven't been signed, and they're nowhere near the fight actually being made. You know what I'm saying? Like if this is just like I said earlier in the stream, when Brandon Rios and Kell Brook were in negotiations, they couldn't get it along. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't come to terms or whatever. So you didn't see Eddie Hearn tweeting like, "Hey, Brooke Rios coming soon to a theater near you." So again, we got to wait it out as fans see, but that's, I guess, a little bit more proof for those people. I haven't seen an actual announcement from PBC, but when it does happen, you guys remember where you heard it. Like I told you, I'm like MTV News. You hear it first. DiBella's a prick. Why is he a prick? Why is DiBella a prick? I'm just curious. Why is DiBella a prick? Again, new media. Why is DiBella a prick? You fucking ego with the quick facts. I mean, I tried to be on top of my shit for the fans, man. And like, fucking tweet. I heard this before, which is why I made the ego rumor mill video. And I'm coming up, man. I got some pretty good sources, pretty good connects, and know about some things. You know what I'm saying? Um, no, I ain't heard nothing about Broner, but yeah, I hear a little bit about a little bit. But so the other thing is, like I said, Demetrius Andrade, they're trying to put him on the card in New York. The HBO, when they had the Chocolatito fight, the rematch with Rungvisai, they announced two fights, and it was Jezreel Corrales, HBO Boxing After Dark or some shit, and Kovalev versus Shabransky. But on that first card, they're trying to put Demetrius Andrade on. I don't remember the exact date off the top of my head. Hey, Ego, do you think Canelo's stamina can be a big problem for him in the later rounds? I think Canelo's stamina has improved. Back in the day when he was fighting Mosley's and shit, his stamina, he was really a start and stop type fighter, and he was fighting in spurts. But he's improved it, and I think he just has to pace himself for sure because Golovkin, how do you say it? Golovkin is just real good at what he does. He's just really good at what he does. So his style is going to be come at you, but he's so used to doing that, it's like second nature for him. You know what I mean? Unless, like I said, the opponent is doing something to make him disrespect or to discourage him from doing what he normally does. But yeah, Canelo definitely has to pace himself. Canelo got way better stamina than Conor McGregor. Wow, I would have to agree with that. Canelo needs to get respect early. You know what I'm saying? Like meaning like land something of note. Like yeah, motherfucker, there's more. There's more where that came from. Shout out to Aaron Stinson, Shmoney Dance, $5 super chat. We working. Big bro gotta save the problem or help out, do something. I disagree. Broner gotta save Broner. Fuck Big Bro. Floyd Mayweather is a 40-year-old man. He's retired. He has children. Broner's not one of his kids. He needs to he needs to do something for Yaya and Karan and all them. He don't need to do nothing for Broner. Now, if he wants to intervene and step up and do something extra, but you can't blame another man doing the stuff Broner does. You can't blame him. How's that Big Bro's responsibility? And I'm gonna tell y'all about me. I can't speak for Floyd, but for me, if I'm cool with you and we're friends and you confide in me and come to me for advice and things like that, and I give you my best advice as a friend or mentor,